So what exactly is casting? I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've been doing this 10 years.
I met her and I believe it.
Yeah, she's wild.
She's
No,
like a
Allie,
huge,
we got to keep that in here. Do you mind turning on the AC? Because it's my birthday. I'm going to get sweaty, you know?
She's like a huge fan of Chance, right?
I appreciate. Oh yeah, they went back and forth that one time. That was amazing. Is it not working, Allie? That's all right. I'll figure it out. I'm a detective. Let the production team know. We need the air flowing in here. I'm already hot because I'm standing next to Joe DeLuca.
Think about every time you've done someone, you'd say you died to a 40-year-old uninstall.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Well, I haven't streamed in a couple months, as you know, but when I'm usually on Warzone, that's what I always say. Like, you just got gunned by an old man. Now I get to really like say it from my chest. It's weird. I don't know. I just don't feel 40, man. But here we go into our first match of the day. Gorillas mate up against Boston Breach. And were you surprised there wasn't a change to happen? Or do you still can't believe in this team?
Both of these teams?
Well, I guess I'm asking probably more about Gorillas mate considering the struggles that they had and the fact that you go 2-5.
Well, I think maybe you took the land performance right at Game 5 versus Opti, like a better showing. But I think the fact is, it's just sort of like, what are your options, right? Do you want to take that chance? In LAG, I think both of these squads, they just kind of are believing in the process. Maybe just some team changes in the past haven't really worked out.
It's like the Sixers were trusting the process.
Yeah, well, that process definitely didn't work.
Yeah. So,
still underway.
Yeah, no, the process is still happening, Joe.
Yeah.
If you keep saying to trust it, then it could go on forever, Joe.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, like Boston had a lot of team changes last year, didn't turn into much. So I think they're just going to stick it out with this roster and see what happens.
I'm dying, though. That cane would have had much more effect if it was actually a cane. I just didn't know how to quickly do it, Joe. Like,
yeah, we'll figure it out during this commercial.
Because I would like to use it on broadcast if we can.
Yeah, we can.
Instead of the Symphony can. But basically tied up now as we look to the P2. Sky starting out 4-0. Priesta trying to hold the front with Sky. Sky's in the drop, finally going to be traded out. And now the pressure from the front, the break is in. Boston Breach get in, but what, only 20 or so seconds left. Not the end of the world, but the fact that you're spawning where you are makes it difficult for Gorillas mates to get set up at next. You are really locked in. Setting up well here for Boston Breach.
Yeah, this is going to take a long time for LAG. They're taking some long routes. Nobody really going through lobby, so Hill's about to spawn. We'll see when they're going to... Well, someone on Boston should get on the objective. There we go. Cammy's got it. Cammy had a great day yesterday, plus 31 versus Vegas, a 1.3. We'll see if he can match that again.
Yeah, felt like he was struggling a little bit. Some gunfights and some confidence at the major, at least the final day. I'm excited to see him getting it going. As you say, wow, as people are zapping quickly. Girls may be able to get in. There's just one player lurking, waiting in the back is Awakening, and Awakening's going to get dropped. The hot start from Skies continues, and, well, third didn't go exactly how I thought it would at the beginning.
No, that's what I was saying. Wow. I mean, it was just a 4 dead so quickly. Great break by LAG, but here comes Boston Breach. With another break up there. No one can really get comfortable. No trophies on the hill. Cammy with a nice 2. Hits the wall bang, so back over to Sky's POV, but his teammates, they're just going to rotate. So in a very similar situation here for Boston Breach, where they're going to try to get some early control, and Percy's going to find the first.
Yeah, and third, you know, the chaos you can create here, so easy to get up close and personal with the sub. It's Lens trying to do it all, really, just between a rock and a hard place, or just a rock and himself. As Lens is able to take out all 3, his reaction in the face cam so good. He looked to be dead to rights and makes that look easy. Absolutely clinical there from Lens.
Yeah, I mean, he's reacting, making that face, but there was still one more player. There we go, though. Did it make it to 5? And, well, yeah, he hangs onto that hill, gives LAG the lead. This is the die for LAG. They want to step up. They want to be the superstar. We saw that fan base in Madrid, and maybe that's just, that inspired. I would imagine if I was a player and I saw that, like, we have to have a better stage too.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing, like, you know, they're probably getting a lot of tweets and a big following, obviously, with the French fan base, but it's a different thing when you see it in person and you hear the crowd roaring for you. I hope they did fire it up, because I still do kind of believe this team can be good. Maybe not great, but good. They haven't really showed us that yet, but we'll see if they can get off to a strong start here just in this particular qualifier section. The fact you only won, what, 2? One was against Vegas. Last time you beat us, okay, Cloud9 team. You didn't really have any good wins. This would be your best win on the year.
Yeah, I did. It was a tough Major 1 schedule, or Stage 1 schedule.
It was. You had, what, like 5 out of your 7. You were tough. You, like, won the 2 that you maybe should have or could have.
Yeah, you had a couple of Game 5s sitting on their way. Absolutely, but yeah. See if they get off to a better start here in Stage 2. Has, what, pretty much a tie game back towards this B1. Awakening just going to soak up the time. Snoopy locking down top halls. Well, there is Cammy. He's going to find 3. He's up to 11 and 10.
And he was definitely frustrated with his individual play, hoping to dial it in, find himself improving. So far, so good, at least with the series yesterday, but you probably don't take too much away from the win over Vegas Falcons. You feel a little bit better about this one. The movement was there for Purge, the gunny, however, not. But you're enjoying about a 30-point lead right now if you are Boston Breach.
And I think that catches Breach off guard a little bit, right? All 4 players from LAG just hit top side of the minimap. They just go right through garage, right? Normally it's sort of you work the back fences, you work lobby. With 10 seconds left on P1, they just 4 hit through rock, catch the players off guard. Now Boston Breach are trying to get the good spawns, and they're just going to get 3 dead. Nobody wants to hang on to it except for Linz. He does it at P4. Can he do it again? Absolutely. Give him all 4.
What is in Linz today? What do you have for breakfast? I want to know, because that's his second 4-man bailing out his squad. I mean, you might be getting blown out right now if it's not for him. At third the first time through, and now it's second. You're probably down 80 plus. But the French sensation getting it done. They got to be fired up after the play from Linz. Let's go to a listen in with LAG.
He's on there. I have a wall push out, okay? Okay. One's one me, Cammy. I'm one shot. I want to have a fence on me. I'm good. Well, one shot, one top cat. He's running through plat. Out of fence. Yo, he's gonna be open. One's gonna be open right now. One in the back. Play tie in the back. Play tie in the back. Yes. He's gonna be open probably. I see him. I'm holding him. On time. He's. One's you on me. One's you on me. Yeah, yo, cat. I'm one shot. You really tell me fences. I'm one shot. He's dead. We're on you. You time. Good job. Outer awakening. One shot. I spawn secret. You time. Top plat. He's top plat. And they're close. I think he's getting back. Top. I'm getting close here. I saw him up top close. City close. Karen out dead. Nice. The office on me probably. Office. I'm leaving. I'm one shot. I'm going back. I can dive out. Diving out. Office. Nice shit. It's in. We sure couldn't, guys. He's laying down on my side. They're gonna be both. I'm carrying. One more team on you. Bang. Top up and dead. Close awakening. I'm coming in. I think he's in my front. I'm just I set him on their side open. Get my car. There's two. One more. Get my car. Close, I think. I'm one shot. I can't reach. I'm looking at the boat. Mid on me. Behind us, boat. They're spawning Lambo. Meet that. Boat and spawning Lambo. Top time. He's not both sides. He's on me on Lambo. I'm trying to pinch outer. There's 2 on time.
Yes, 1 time. 1, 2 time.
I'm about to pinch again. They can be open. Inner verge. Well, if you guys get a kill, I'm gonna pinch. Open Snoopy. Nate Hill. Snoopy's out of the play. Open. Rocket right now. I'm pressed. I'm shooting on the pinch. I'm playing for PT. I just running boat. I have my dig. I'm not giving wrapping. One shot P2. Absolute PT going checkers. One Lambo. He's one shot on node, guys. One shot on node. I heard you. I'm we should go from open. Gonna fight open? Close. My bad. I'm gonna try close. Deep. I'm gonna try. I can't tell. I cannot tell. I'm holding the open OE. Play the OEs. Yo, one secret dead. Nice.
Still 30 points separating them. LAGS can't seem to overcome this hump, this little deficit they've had. Trying to string together a couple. Just feels like they've been a step behind kind of in rotation. They're, I don't know, just in that pattern. They're trying to get out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, they've just had a couple of holds where Breach have just broken in a little bit too easily. And if it wasn't for Linz, this could potentially be a blowout. But he's going to keep going. 25 and 19 is Linz minute on the hill. Breach is trying to hang on to this. Trying to make sure they have P2 spawns. They do so far right now. Is Kismet going to take down Snoopy, try to control top hills, maybe it's some of this scrap time.
Cammy still shooting, working to get back to even, but locking it down from the window. He's still weak though, and Sky's able to pluck his head off. Now over to Snoopy, who is here on the early rotate. We got about 10 seconds left in the hard point. He'll be first over to Lambo. You got one taking a water route for LAG. The other is kind of playing around older, trying to pick up players. Kismet here, ready to pinch as soon as his teammates hit the rotation.
It's one. I imagine he's going to go, right? Once that kill comes in. Number 8 should spawn out. Well, number 8 spawns close, so all 4 players will be there. And well, there we go. Just takes his time. That's going to be 3 dead, 1 player left. And I think with that, Purge stays alive, gives his team the close spawn.
So it's all going to be on Kiz now. We'll see if he can harness his inner lens and hold down the onslaught that's about to come. His teammate's going to get here just in time to help him out, though. We'll have a 4-on-4 fight around the point. All utility being exhausted. You have a trophy on the LAG side. We'll see if that helps them out. Not looking like it. Cammy gonna be last guy up inside. Got a one-on-one, hits the shot, stays up. Great job by Breach to break back in. They just never lost that back spawn.
Yeah, I mean, I think LAG is probably a little frustrated with that. They're probably
think they did enough to break it?
Yeah, Awakening at least spawns out and they have a 4-on-3. And they just don't. They don't have the man advantage. Awakening spawns close. That allows Breach. They just have a couple of one-on-ones. And they clutch up, they get those close spawns, and now they are very close to winning this map #1.
I need about 20 points to close it out. You're gonna need a great fences hold, and well, you still have one spawning out old in Lin, so he's got a one-on-one. He's gonna try to win against Cammy at old. He's not able to do it, so Boston Breach once again gonna try to take their numbers and collapse. See if they can close it out right here. Skies is double, likely keeping Gorillas alive for at least now. There you go. Skies ends up getting 3. If you mount the comeback, it's got to start now. You got 40 seconds remaining on the hard point. You get all this, it's basically a tie game. This next push, a big one from Breach.
Yeah, I mean, Skies must have, he started out about 5-6-0 to start this game, then just really starts to slow down. Almost 2 minutes on the objective, but now starting to get going. Maybe to close this game out, see if they can clutch on up, but here comes Breach for the break. Priest, Kismet, Lins, they all find one. Cammy, the last player alive, knocked it over. Chow, that you don't have the long barrel, he's gonna chill, and well, you can see what Breach does. They're all gonna rotate. So maybe Cammy wins a gunfight here and finds some scrap time. No, he's just gonna try to send it.
Kiz wants to get there early, and well, the point man able to get one. He is finessing. What a great finesse there, too. His 2 teammates starting to rally in as well. You got a chance to do this if you're LAG. Priest in position. The drop shot's gonna drop him, and Snoopy just can't get to there.
No, he cannot. And then split spawns come in. They spawn behind him due to the old spawn. And so that just means a couple players going to die. You have to go if you are LAG. It's going to be 3 dead. They're able to find the break. Did someone hold on to this hill?
Doesn't seem like it. Breach now have to break. They need 2 for the win. 15 and ticking for LAG to close it out. A terrific banger here to start us off with the map 1 of this series. Now
Purge with the water route.
The
Maybe
W is
number
LAG.
5. Can Purge do it, or his teammates need to take it down? It should come down to this. Purge takes the water route, but I think the numbers are just a bit too much. LAG clutch up at P4.
What a wild one it was. Break after break from both sides. LAG in a hole for most of the game. Look at like a 30-40 point deficit, but they come up big at the tail end of it. I thought Snoopy's double won in the game. I thought that one breached the game, but it doesn't. And well, I think that Sky's smile kind of says it all, bro.
And I think these are some of the maps that weren't going their way throughout stage 1. They were losing a lot of these close maps.
They did, yeah.
So you start to maybe feel that shift towards your way, gets the vibes up.
They had a lot like that we casted where maybe it wasn't like a 5-point game, but it was one where they went down like 100 early and they mounted the comeback and it ended up being a really close hard point. They just like ran out of gas at the end. This one, at least they kept it close enough. And now, especially with getting the win, I mean, listen, I know Kismet made some great plays at the end, but like Lins is what kept them in that early. I know Lins will have his misplay from time to time, but like those individual moments where he gets 4.
It's a number we don't point out very often. He's got 20 objective kills, right? Like he is, that's where all those multiple kills come in.
Yeah, his non-traded number was, double lobby, it felt like too.
Yeah, Scuff play game, gonna be the end of this one. You can see 3 dead in the feed. Lins is on another 5 spree. That'll be 4, and now Breach, they know they have 1 more hit at this. And again, Purge, you see number 5, he's gonna try to take the long route. And he's just hoping that his teammates get a kill. The problem is, though, is they don't. So they end up getting taken down, 2 go dead. And basically what that means is he's gonna have to go, right? He has to activate. He's just gonna find 1. The numbers are there for LAG. Maybe if Cammy gets 1, they can turn it into something, but does not happen.
Yeah, I was gassing Kiz for the end of the game because he was the one the early rotation kind of started the mess, I guess. But yeah, Lins ends it on a 7 spree. So he did it at the end. He did it during the entire map. My bad, Lins, because he was clutching up. But dude, I just thought Snoopy, after he caught the slide on whoever the second player was, like he destroyed somebody. I'm like, well, that's the map. Not quite though. You luck out. It's the rock hard point where you can get close spawns. It can be so mixy, and that's exactly what it is. But you see, for the most part, you held a bit of a lead through like from the 3rd of the game on. If you were Boston,
yeah, you just never really had a lead change, right? Like it got close, but you could see Breach always did just a little bit enough. And honestly, I think what LAG did such a good job of is that final P3, right? They go up to 227.
Yeah, no.
You kind of put them in a position. You saw Breach, like, they go for such an early rotate. And a lot of the times, teams that spawn offenses, they just hit it one more time because it's such a long rotate.
Yeah.
It allows LAG to get in position.
That's why I was saying, like, Kiz's kill was so big, just because you did rotate really early. And the fact that Kiz got in is one-on-one-on-one, like, I know they end up losing that sequence, but the reason it stayed a mess the rest of the time is because of that first fight. Like, yeah, Snoopy made the play, but once the hardpoint pops there and the spawns are coming in closer, you can continue to flood. It was just a mess from there on in. They clutch up. I mean, Skies had a crazy nade to kind of get them in there as well, but that was fun. It was a hell of a map one.
Yeah, it was a great map one.
And yeah, hopefully that is speaking maybe to LAG's like destiny changing, because he said like we casted a bunch of, they did lose a lot of those hard points, bro, like a lot, where like it felt like they finally turned it on or were making the comeback and then just would come up short. This time though, they closed it out, and that was
yeah, they had a number of round 11s that didn't go their way early. So yeah, this was a team, it just felt like Heartbreak City for a while.
Yeah, and a lot of it, I mean, they were doing it themselves. I mean, it's not like it was all just fate against them, but they're starting to play a little bit better. We're taking a look at some stats, though. For the LAG side, SND woes, and well, you talked about some of the round 11 struggles they would have. Here are some of the other stats that have been hurting them. The post-plant win percentage, yeah, you're going to need to improve that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a roster you just would think would have to be better in Search and Destroy if they want to have success in this league, right? We've kind of talked about it with, like, Carolina. This is another roster. This kind of the same thing. It's just the difference is that Carolina's been very good in Search and Destroy.
Yeah. Now you got to hope, at least, you know, we saw a pretty good showing at the major against Optic, even though they lost it in that game 5. You got to think, even though they maybe had struggles all over the place, there had to be some emphasis on Search and Destroy improvements after the major. You have a ton of VOD and stuff to review for other teams from the LAN. Look at the teams that were really successful, like Carolina 5-1 or FaZe 6-1. Some of the teams that did really well, see what they were doing and try to work on it. Like, Search is, it's the tough one to improve, but probably the most, like, ROI, the most rewarding when you do find improvements. Like, you can just completely change your results.
Yeah, 100%. And it's one of those things where a lot of the times, like, these guys all have the right mind for it. We've seen them be on great Search and Destroy teams. It's just this, again, this game is a lot different than last year's when it comes to Search and Destroy. It's a lot more post-planned, sort of crazy 2-on-2 scenarios, those 4 versus 4 retakes, and yeah, in those situations, if you're all not on the same page, you're going to struggle. So I think that's what they're looking at.
And we talked about some of Kiz's struggles, at least when we casted them through a bit of the qualifier. It felt like he was feeling some pressure to make plays, you know, no longer being alongside like Hydra, who was like your playmaker. Like, they set up for him so much in Search and Destroy. Like, he would get a little bit antsy sometimes, feels like he need to be the bulldog and get out and just send it sometimes. I know we had a few plays that you were like, why? Like, just chill in that corner. And Hacienda was one of those maps that we had a crazy one with him. So we'll see if maybe he can have the impact he wants to, but find the, I guess, correct patience and timing.
Yeah, and I think maybe, like, you know, someone like Priesta pulling out the sub more, the Jackal more, maybe it doesn't have to be Lins to sort of be alongside him. Maybe you can set Lins up to be on an island and kind of lurk, and you can do this alongside Priesta. That's what made that New York team when they won the World Championship like so dangerous, right? Is you know, you have Priesta in a flex spot who can play with a ton of pace, right? Can do it all. So maybe they just have to get on the same page. And sometimes that's what it is in SND. It's just like switch up positions around bomb sites, where you want to play, the areas of the map you like to play. Like, someone just has to speak up, like, dude, you're just kind of uncomfortable here. You're getting smoked. Like, let me maybe play over here.
Yeah. Probably the stuff they're talking through is they look to improve in it. We'll see if any of those improvements start here. Overall in Search this season, you can see where it stands. Obviously, the advantage going to Boston Breach, but still a mode they want to look to improve on. BC sitting at 4th, at least on the offensive side of things overall. And speaking of offense, they will kick it off on offense here on Hacienda, and we're going to go battles to the halls to start us off. And, well, Snoopy right to the stairheady, able to find picks, and, well, Gorilla's just getting fried. Snoopy keeps holding forward. Last person is going to be Skies. Best of luck in this one.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that a lot, right? Just trying to hit top halls if you're the defenders, and you end up getting caught, and then all of a sudden, the whole team is dead. Skies going to try to work some magic, some great shots in on one. Snaps onto the second, and he knows the trade is coming in, and there it is.
He snapped there, too. Honestly, he was shooting, but not in an ideal scenario in round 1. Boston Breach come out and dominate the opener. Snoopy ends up with 3. We'll see the final one, but yeah, I mean, just that kind of stairheady you can get to for that Halls fight. You saw how easy that first one looked. Then you can get into that outer hall, finesse a bit, and he found a great timing to get his second. But dominant one from Breach. We'll see how the adjustments come in on defense, but that's kind of the conversation we were having yesterday and what we've been having over the past month or two.
Yeah, these teams just got to try to figure out what works on defense. Again, still a very new map.
Priest's POV over towards A. Lens, well, kind of similar to where we saw the first blood come for Snoopy. Lens is going to get his from that stairwell as well. So good stuff for the offense with regards to the first blood so far. A deep swim for Kiz as he gets out wide and now gets back into Boathouse. Trying now to execute over towards B. You've got, what, one player here close defensively for Boston Breach. That's going to be Awakening.
Yeah, imagine Kiz ends this round, right? He should be behind Awakening, should be a freebie. Well, Awakening is in a reposition, but Kiz finds himself in a spot to close out the round. The problem is all of Breach are away from him. Bomb finally going down. Just how does Breach want to retake this? Looks like it's going to be through middle hall, and yeah, Snoopy going to get caught on the pitch.
Sky's tagged up and not dropped. Now Kiz is going to activate, and well, everyone gets dropped, so he wasn't really needed, but he could have been the round closer really at any moment. And he might end up being exactly that if he got the final one, but we've seen him on this particular map. He's the one that's going to get into those spots, and his timings are going to be crucial, and well, just his decision-making overall. But, well, sometimes all your teammates are going to get the rest of them. It's not going to matter too much. Like this one, not sure he was even needed.
Well, the good thing is that they have no idea he did that, right? So that is still an option now on the map, right? Not something maybe they're thinking about right away. Because what the key is there is obviously he helps his teammates plant, but it's a free flank down to top office. Once you hit top office window, it's such a strong position for the attacking team.
We'll see which defense can stop the bomb plant first. So far it's been offensive first bloods. What'll be the one here? They have a chance to isolate one and Purge. There's going to be Purge is tucked in the corner though, and he's going to get both. I was just staring at the minimap, seeing Purge tucked away in that corner, and well, that'll lead to both.
Yeah, but it's into a 2-on-2, so he lurks and finds two. Plays a great corner, but Skies finds two picks, so there's no trade on the Skies. And then Priest is able to find one. So after the Purge play, he's thinking, how are we in this scenario?
Makes you think
Priest is going to spot Cammy.
It's like Tej yesterday when he got those two on this map. I thought it was done. Well, Cammy, though, with some nukes. Brings it down to a 1 versus 1. Oh, Lordy, right out to his left. The centering is on point. He just shoots second. So Priesta able to win the 1 versus 1. LAG bring it back in a 2 versus 4 after Purge's play out towards Lambo. And that's just one you hope to win, especially because, like, you're not going to make that same play again.
No, they're checking that corner.
Yes. If you even, I mean, that might be the one round they really get aggressive towards Lambo, but next time, Yeps is getting checked. So when you make a play like that, you're hoping that's one. You get away with once, you win the round off it.
And normally when you lurk like that, you're hoping to find one, right? Then they're going to try to hunt you down. The fact he gets two, then he gets hunted, and they still lose the round. That it's all up to, I mean, Big Skies over at A. Just locked him down balcony. He was the one that found the picks.
Well, him and Priest to get it done. Priest currently on 4 in a row, 5 in a row, all by himself now. As the defenses now try to get it going. Breach in a great position here, and well, they'll close out the round. That one got decided quickly. The streak for Priest comes to an end. You brush off the frustrating 4v2 you just lost, and you tied up 2-2 as the defenses now step up.
Yeah, I mean, that is just the hard counters, right? You 2-send Rock, you win the top halls fight. You have one player on the outside at Rock, that's the bomb carrier. I think Kismet, he gets taken down, and there's just no trade, so you're not into that round at all.
You like to see that out of Breach, though. After a round, maybe you're a little pissed off, a little frustrated. Just win that one easily in the opening moments. After that little spree you had out of Priesta, now Cammy's turn as he gets 3 in that round. Great stuff from Cammy. Excellent day yesterday and looking to keep it going here. We'll see who can take advantage now in this 2-2 tie game. Cammy spotting for info bottom middle. Linz gonna be lurking for now. And you got Bomb Carrier kind of by himself right now for Boston Breach. The rest of the teammates looking for info, but it looks like they're getting ready to execute on over towards A and fences.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be a great call depending on the timing because all of LAG, they had 2 fences. They see nothing 30 seconds in and thinking this is a B hit. And I guess it still could be. But yeah, Breach, they're just going to hop out to A and say, hey, let's get this down.
Yeah, one of those like delayed pushes, but it's like the delayed timing maybe doesn't work out.
Yeah, because now it takes it so long to go A. Now they're backed over towards here if you're LAG.
I mean, it's a little bit of a guessing game when you don't have information how the timing's going to work out. You do that instantly, and maybe you get it down for free. That's not going to be the case, though. It's LAG. They look like they're wrapping back over to B. They bring it back to A, and they knock it out of the park. They don't lose anybody as they retake fences.
I think just a little too slow there if you are Breach. You play it well. That's what you want. You want them to over-rotate. But yeah, you have to start to work the bomb.
Well, they probably start to they start to rotate out, and then someone's like, I mean, we haven't seen anything there. We haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Stay where we are. I thought they were committing at first. It looked like they called to like full-on rotate out B. But kind of...
Well, it almost felt like they wanted to plant backside, right, and take fences. But once they started to do that, that's when LAG started to rotate. Back towards A.
Yep. Advantage LAG. Priesta, well, not going to win that one up close and personal against the sub. It will get traded out, though, at least. So now to 3 versus 3. Sky's blowing up his own trophy. Lynn's in trouble after he gets the kill, but he's able to stay up. They'll take numbers now. I'm purging Cammy to try and hold this or try and clutch up. We'll see if they give up the plant and then look to activate in the post plant, or it looks like they're just kind of grouping up and take a different route. Want to catch somebody.
This could be bad because Purge and Cammy are heading this way. Okay, they're going to go back towards A. Yeah, they were trying to get near Kids, right? Because in the 2 versus 2 versus 3, you want to all try to be together. See, nobody wants to really take the risk, but there we go. Purge finds all the info. Going to give those comms to Cammy.
What's the timing going to be like for him? It's going to be perfect. Gets the pick off a bomb. Can't quite get out. 1 versus 1. Cammy. Skies. Bomb recouped. And he's just like, where did you go? Where did you go?
Well, I think he sees him. I think he saw him from the archway. Yeah, he knows that. He's not going to plant this. So Cammy takes the right route. He spots him jumping out of the window. Doesn't see him cross to the bomb. You take those 1v1s all day.
Yeah. You're thinking at some point this guy's just going to try to play because you have to, but he knows he's dead to rights if he goes for it.
And neither team just afraid to commit right now to these bomb plants.
Yeah.
And it's hurting them.
Yeah, I was a bit less crazy of a 1v1 than it could have been, that's for sure. No gunfight actually ends up happening, so we'll be tied up again. And Breach look like they're hitting this quick. Want to take the top halls fight. Bit more passive from LAG this time around.
They stuck him.
Well, that's going to lead to kill. Snoopy, there's one more in the corner, though. Not going to read that. Movement's on for Kiz. He's still got a decent amount of HP. Wants to take the fight. Almost hits the slide into Gunny, but not going to happen. Now, another situation where it's a 1v something very early on. It's Priesta's second crack at it. This time, a lot of time to work with. That timing. What, did he spot him?
That's what his teammate sees it for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, he saw him.
Yo, to your right.
Well, it ends up working out. Now into 1v2, and well, when you get that free pick, this becomes a whole lot more manageable up against Purge and Cammy. Priesta leading the lobby right now with 7. See if he can muster up some magic to put the advantage back to LAG. Can he get a clean one here and go into the 1v1? He's been spotted by Purge. Cammy jump spotting. Purge, nice damage in to hit him to 50 HP. And there's going to come the peek from the right. They'll drop him. Great stuff there from Purge on the spot and just enough damage to kind of make Priesta sweat.
That just reminded me a bit of a BO4, like Hacienda. You remember the mantles, like how quick you could mantle back and forth?
Yeah. Just hopping back and forth.
Yeah, players would just hop back and forth. You saw a little bit of it there. Just jump spot, yeah, just finding the info. And honestly, I love the patience out of Kiz that round. As soon as Linz gets stuck, like he's just thinking, all right, I have to try to make the play. The problem is Skies is looking over him, but he loses the gunfight. So he then has to push out of that room because he knows he's going to get pinched, just can't win the second one.
Yeah, he was close to maybe getting 2 if the slide worked out a bit better for him, but can't turn it into 2, and now advantage back to Breach. Some winnable rounds for Gorillas, and while some where you've just been in 1v3s and 1v4s where you've lost that early fight. Stun connects and nades hit, so Cammy's going to back out of that for now as he was in trouble. Aggressive is going to be Lenz. We'll get right to his POVs. He's already in the bottom office. See when he looks to activate. The rest of his team working on towards Rock. Same can be said for the defense.
Well, this should work out great for Linz. He just needs to hope his team does not die, because he's got to go right now. But yeah, 2 of his teammates get taken down. Linz has to try to help Skies.
Can he get
there
one?
we go. He finds one, but someone's still in the back. That was Cammy.
Yeah, but I was wondering when that number 6 was going to end up coming around. So now it's another chance to clutch. Skies again in a 1 versus 2. Got to feel like eventually they're going to pull out of one of these clutch scenarios. He's got bomb to work with. This time he's at least going to get the plant in. Here they come. He's going to be able to at least reposition for now. Did they see him cross? Oh my God. Jumping right over him. Now down to a 1 versus 1. Cammy tagged up. Cammy able to win it. I thought Skies had it.
What ridiculous shots from Cammy.
Right? Like, I thought Skies had that. I got to see this from his POV. I thought that was free for Skies after he got the first one clean. How the hell did Cammy win that? Let's see it.
Well, I think they're talking about, like, dude, did you not check that spot?
He jumps right over him. He
jumps right over him.
Because he takes no damage, and then I guess we don't have his POV. Because you get the first, like first 2-3 bullets in. You get first 2-3 bullets, and then just get popped and zapped.
A little Omni movement as well, just like, oof.
Well, hell of a play from Cammy, and I said eventually LAG might clutch one of these. I thought that was the one. Cammy said, no, sir. Priesta in a car, I think, and Nade is going to connect for the first blood for Linz. I heard the car. I saw what Priesta was.
Wait, Cammy blew it up. I mean, honestly, that's a great nade to get him out of the car, because you saw what that car was looking at. It had so much info middle of the map.
Thankfully, you got that first blood if you're LAG, though. You're still in a good spot.
Snoopy has to be careful here. He has bomb, so he cannot die. Because his teammates are probably saying, hey, I'm seeing nothing B. Let's just put it down. Give ourselves the best chance in this round.
And he's worried there's someone still back here. Do the car, and well, he nearly catches it perfectly. Probably needs one more bullet, and Wake brings us back to a 3 versus 3. They're able to get the bomb down off of that. Now a 4v3 retake for Gorillas. They got to get it done to extend this game, or it's a Boston Breach search win, and we'll be tied up 1-1 in the best of 5. And they're basically all grouping up.
Wake's just trying to find where they are. Just had some bad timing, but all 4 are here. And well, number 6 and Cammy's trying to take a route through the middle. He gets caught. Somehow Awakening has avoided everybody.
There's not a ton of time. There's not a ton of time. And Snoopy and Awakening are both able to get one. Snoopy nearly a ridiculous second, but doesn't do it. They catch Awakening. I thought it was going to be one of those situations where Wake just had to like, get 1 kill on bomb, and they're able to win that round. But doesn't happen. LAG stay alive, and well, now we're getting flashbacks to map 1. Like, they just stick around, stay close enough. Can they steal one at the tail end of it? I mean, that would be a dagger, bro. If you lose the hard point like that, then they're able to come back from 3-5.
I think the fact that Awakening doesn't see them, like, ever, like, honestly ends up hurting him, because he's not seeing anything, so he's probably giving them comms. So what ends up happening is, like, Cammy and Snoopy, they, like, go through the middle of the map, and that's where they get caught.
Probably calming to Ants telepathically as well.
Yeah, telepathically.
You were in that round, weren't you, Ant? Yeah. Oh, deeper and deeper we go on this map, too. It's really the one crazy one we have is what, like the 2v4 round. Outside that, it's been like some close clutches, but nothing too crazy. LAG need to win this to get us to the round 11. There's another first blood, a big one. It's Skies that's able to pick Awakening out of it. They're going to group up and take their numbers on over to A. Boston Breach going to be here to greet him. What's the timing like? Nice one for Cammy, trying to back up, but the pressure is already there. They're able to flood through. Purge working with Snoopy now, and he's just going to send it. Send it in spot 1. Traded, though. Snoopy gets 1. This time, not going to be traded, so we get to another 1 versus 1. We've had some thrilling ones, some duds. How will this one play out? Because you have 40 seconds still to work with. Bomb in hand for Priesta. Map on the line for him.
Well, both are kind of doing the same thing right now, right? Snoopy just kind of playing the 50-50. Now gonna go. And well, it's just not gonna be great timing for him.
Nope, Rise, he wraps out. Priesta wraps in. Bomb plant in. Here we go to the 1 versus 1. They're going to greet. You got a sub in your hand now. Oh, I love the reposition quickly from Priesta. Get back to the heady. Now Chows for damage, trying to avoid the name, and does that beautifully.
Only 11. Yeah, he's only got 11 bullets.
To back out again. Snoopy nearly zapped him, down to 20 HP. You mentioned, still 11 in it. To the AR, to the sub, back and forth we go. Jiggle, peek, and swap.
Oh, we're dancing.
Oh my God, we are dancing. Snoopy able to fry him though. The dance will end there. Priesta maybe a little bit too cute with it. Snoopy's got the movement and the gunny. He'll take it, and Boston Breach will tie us up at 1-1.
Yeah, Priesta's thinking, I'm going to win this in like as a pacifist and just not shoot a bullet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like Sky's 1v1 too, bro. Like, we had a couple 1v1s that were interesting, but yeah, it came down to a dance-off. Snoopy has got more moves. Almost a nice comeback there from LAG. Thought maybe gonna do it through the first couple of maps. Well, Lens ends up putting up 9. Snoopy with the 1v1 clutch plus double digits out of him. And Cammy continues to have solid results.
And honestly, I think what impressed me most for Boston Breach is a lot of their defensive rounds, they would go down a man early, and then they would just like take your risks on one of the sites. And that's when it came down to like these 1v1s. It just happened right there, right in the last 3 versus 4. They just hit out fences, and they make it messy enough to put Snoopy in the one-on-one.
Well, to be fair, like you traded every other kill pretty clean. The one you didn't was the one that got down to a 1v1. And we're gonna take a look at the 1v1 one more time. It was a fun one. I think Priesta thinks he got away from this, but now we can see it from Snoopy's POV and how it looked.
Yeah, I mean, it's good finesse so far. Oh, he just sees him one more time.
Yeah. I wanted to see it from his POV. He thought he was out. He just had to get around the edge there, and he won it for him. Not able to do it, though. Snoopy gets the angle. Snoopy gets the kill, and Boston Breach get the victory. As they'll now be tied up 1-1, but so far, a couple of bangers. I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping for. I mean, Boston Breach, obviously, the results and stats-wise have been the better team, but we thought LAG would be able to battle against them. They have, but to break it down further, we'll kick it on over to the desk.
Fantastic start to our 4-match day as we are knotted up 1 apiece. It could have been a 2-0 lead, though, for either team. Let's start with Boston's story, Nameless, because this was the team that kind of fumbled the bag in game 1.
Yeah, great job in that game, too. Honestly, a great search and destroy on both ends, right?
Yeah.
Came down to a ton of clutches as we just watched. You can tell the priority for LAG was to kind of play together, play their numbers. Boston, just in the end, like the 2v3, I think is what I'm going to keep going back to in this map. Just Purge finding a huge kill, Cammy winning the 1v1 at the very end. I know it's a Boston team that, like, if they're good at search and destroy and can extend these series, like, they're going to be closing teams out in 3-1 fashion, right? Because their respawns are good. Even that first one got away from them, probably felt like they should have won it.
For me in the search and destroy, it was just really good defenses. I think from the side of Boston Breach is kind of what kept them throughout the entirety of this map, because the attacks were a little bit wonky. There was so many situations where like Gorillas were put in position to possibly clutch, and although they do kind of beat themselves in the end, LAG just played way too passive when it came to their defenses. They gave up way too much space on the map, and they overstacked, I felt like, way too many times over towards that fences for it to be the wrong decision. But I will say the adjustments made in the later on rounds kind of redeemed them for me a little bit, but this whole thing, even in that map number 1, has felt like LAG beating themselves.
Man, we got to show some love once again to Cammy, man. Winning his 1v1s, having a good search and destroy, puts up, 1,100 damage in that map.
Yep.
Like, he has turned it around. Coming into this split, he was 0.77 in S&D.
Yeah.
Was really kind of hard costing in the game mode, and even in the game 5 they lost on land, it was a 1 in 9. So Cammy put a lot of work in S&D. It's showing up.
You saw the frustration from Priesta, unable to force the round 11, losing the 1v1.
He just got ran
Is this
at,
a
bro.
confidence situation? He mentioned it last time he was in a winner's circle. He just wasn't playing confident. Can you play with your food like you did with Snoopy there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going up against Snoopy, and, as a pro and a guy like Priest who's been around for a while, like, he's challenging. And for Priest, his decision is like, I'm just going to run away because I know that. Right there, man. Lock in and chow back. Like, let's win a gunny here.
Al, we got a game 3 coming up, though. You're still confident in Priest and LAG, right?
I am, because that is actually their strongest game mode, and like I said with the map number 3, they're getting their strongest map as well. They're 4-1 on Vault Control, where on the flip side, Boston Breach are 1-4. They have just been not finding success in the map 3s.
And if you want to see how LAG got their first map win, well, Nameless can break it down for us as he draws conclusions.
Yes, I will. We are operational today. Let's talk about this Hardpoint's very end. It was absolutely awesome. We're actually going to talk about kind of 2 plays here, what LAG wanted to happen and how they fix the situation when it goes wrong. So we're rotating over here towards Rocky C. Kismet's on the hill right here. He's going to find a big kill. right here, right? And what he's going to want to do here is he's going to wrap back to his teammates. Two's intention is to kind of pick up his back. Meanwhile, we're going to send a guy as well to kind of chow the hill. And this is Linz. This is the guy I want you guys to focus on because he makes a huge play. His job on the initial push is like, okay, I'm just going to pick up the pinch here, right? But when things go south and Snoopy starts to find a ton of kills, he picks up a kill and then immediately repinches back. So let's zoom back out, watch this in real motion, and go through it together and see why Linz is such an impactful player. So you see, Kismet finds the first kill, he backs out, he has his teammates, he has Skies and Priest there to find the kills, right? Everything's going great. Linz has the pinch, but Snoopy goes crazy. Linz finds that kill, and immediately what he's gonna do is he's gonna be like, okay, I gotta alleviate some pressure for our next break, right? They win in 10 seconds. Finds a kill up top, meanwhile the rest of the players are just gonna push up, trade out effectively. Listen, these things only work if you're able to make these decisions extremely fast. Boston win in 10 seconds. Immediately upon finding that kill, Linz is out of there, knows that we have to try to re-break this, finds another kill, and then they just push in, steamroll them, and ended up playing a tight setup to win this game. Just awesome play by Linz, who honestly bailed them out like 5 hills in this map.
Absolutely. I was literally going to say that as Linz have been bailing them out. I feel like a map one and map number 2. But what's funny about this is the timing that Linz decides to do that. Like you said, you have to make it fast because Boston Breach instantly flips and Purge tries to do the exact same thing, but it is too late for the success to come through to pull that map number 1.
We just broke down everything you need to know from the first half of this match. We got 3 more maps to come. And you confident in your Boston pick?
I'm feeling good, man. We haven't even seen like Pico wake up yet.
Good. They've got 3-0 Boptic control for the past like 4 series.
While we wait on game 3 to kick off, we have to send it back over to the birthday boy for some very special statistics. 40 years old. He's vintage.
What are our stats? Wait, what are we doing? Happy 40. Maven's older than the Hubble telescope, idea of the World Wide Web, all 24 COD titles, MP3 player, disposable camera. Dude.
Sheesh.
That's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
Dude,
Allie's dad.
Older than the disposable.
I could, technically. Yeah.
Oh my God, you could.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, bro, when you youngsters don't know what it's like to have to try and call a girl when you were trying to flirt with a girl and you had to call on a rotary phone and talk to the dad first. That was crazy, bro. You had to be like, hey, Mr. Whatever, can I talk to your daughter? I swear I'm not trying to do anything inappropriate. Like, we didn't have cell phones and stuff. How do you like my cane, by the way? Do I look dapper?
Looks good. It looks good.
I look pretty dapper.
Do you think you look older now or in this photo?
I look older in that photo, bro, with the hair, because it was horrible. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look how horrible my hair was. Here, you're like covering it with the tape. We gotta really show how. Oh, I just ripped my hair off. Okay, well, now I'm bald again.
Yeah, well, that didn't work, huh? You didn't have to be so, like...
Strong?
Yeah. So rough against it. I like the cane, though. It looks good on you.
Because I've been working out, dude. I think I need a pocket watch. I need a pocket watch. How does my butt look at 40?
It looks great.
Oh, that's pretty good at 40, right? Yeah, I think so.
You've ruined it now.
Yeah, I kind of screwed that up. I didn't mean to, brother. I thought for some reason the tape would come right off. I didn't think it'd be like that.
Unbelievable.
Our production team wants us to move on. They want us to look at control stats.
It's unbelievable. How dare they?
Yeah, how dare they?
It's unreal.
We're going to hop to control. Oh, okay, we got a bigger one so we can show thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we'll show this in a second. It was horrible, though. Out of control this season.
Hasn't been great.
Has not been great. Has not been good.
Well, this is what, Ali was talking about. Is the first 3 maps for LG looked great because 4-1 on ball control. The problem is we do have to go to a game 4.
That's guaranteed at this point, Joe.
That is guaranteed. So...
looking to get the edge, though, 2-1. We'll see if they can do that in the vault control. When we come back to us, eventually, I'm going to show this photo. Production team, can we bring it back so I can show people how bad I was with hair? Just for 1 second, I swear, this is Call of Duty related.
It is. You do have the orange jacket on.
Yeah, no, that thing was...
Did you light that thing on fire?
I lit it on fire, yeah. At the end, we were done with it. Look at this. Look how bad my hair was. You can see it like shining, like through my hair. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I look older there, I think. The difference is I didn't really have a gray in my beard. Like I have gray now, but I can always dye my beard if I want to, dude.
Nah, I like the gray.
Would you dye my beard for me?
No, a little salt and pepper is good. People are into that.
Yeah.
It's like dad bods.
Okay. I like that. All right, I'm going to turn the AC down really low now, okay? I started to do it during the death segment, and it got so loud, Joe yelled at me. It was pumping, bro. Okay, we're good. Where did I put my cane? I'll put it back here. All right, into control we go. Both teams looking for the advantage 2-1. We get to Vault where chaos ensues and Purge takes over.
I really thought you were about to bring an accent out. We were about to get real weird.
The Purginator.
Real weird, but almost
you hear my
forward
British accent, mate? It is incredible.
It is awful.
Oh, pretty good.
Has been for like 10 years.
Oh, that's pretty good. I could be on, what, whose line is it anyway? Talented man.
Is there even a British person on whose line is it anyway?
I have no idea, Joe.
There's not.
Is that show still on?
I don't know.
I don't either. No idea. But first tick about to be done today is they've got a 2-stack on that for now. Snoopy lurking and no longer lurking as Skies will pluck his head off from the rear. Awakening's got everybody in front of him. He's stunned up as he tries to chow. There's a team kill that's there, but I was going to say it went pretty well for LAG until Cammy kind of flipped that on its head. So now you get right back onto A if you're Boston Breach.
Yeah, well, you're the close spawn, so you're going to have multiple players on it. Second tick is in. 1 life advantage so far. Looks like LAG, they're going to try to retake. This is just going to take a while. You're hoping Kiz is able to get through, but he's going to lose the gunfight. The other 2 players were flanking through Cat, and it ends up working out, or does it? Awakening trades 2, so you get the cap, you get the minute extension. Well, mid-map control, big Wake holding it down.
Dude, do you think someone told LAG, like, don't take, like, dumb gunfights or don't over-chow things or don't, like... It felt like in that search, they were, like, going out of their way to, like, play smart and not make mistakes.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe I'm overthinking some of those scenarios. It just could have been the situation they were in. But between like Skies and wait, who had the last one?
Priesta.
Oh, Priesta. Yeah, I was thinking like, is someone tell them just like not to misplay things? And they're just like in their head about it.
Maybe.
But now you try to activate onto B. You're down 2 players of your breach. So Snoopy is just trying to get forward, get lost, turn some heads.
You don't have street control, though. Really, it's just all art, right? So you're going to have 1 player on it in Cammy. You almost had multiple, but they're able to find some pace. Snoopy just trying to be a thorn in their side. Kismet with another one, so a nice job by LAG, because they did not have a lot of map control. Breach were just all the way pushed up. As Kiz is on 3 in a row, locked it down mid-lobby.
I mean, if you've been struggling in control, maybe vault's a map or you can sneak away with the dub. So far, so good. Only 30 more seconds to hold, but Cammy's double might get you in. Purge is also trying to activate him behind enemy line, so he's going to get them spawning out deep. They'll be spawning out far towards like your P4.
This is done. They're 3 on it.
And this is going to be moving quickly. We're about halfway to being done with it. Second tick good. Still 30 seconds on the clock. They've got to go. Someone's got to contest and got to get in. You got to go fast. They're able to clear them out for now. Nope, they are not. 2 people still up. And what looks so good for LAG for so long.
Well, that's just 2 retakes they were just too slow on. The first one at A.
Well, to be fair, I mean, they spawned out in Narnia.
No, you're not wrong, and that's due to Purge's position. Yeah. But, I mean, you were just waiting for a while for them to go. But same thing happened on the A point. Waiting on Kiz. Kiz just lost the gunfight, and the 2 players Cat side couldn't get it done. So there you go. Breach going to take the first offense.
Well, I think that was a good example of just why on this, like when we're trying to activate V, how important getting somebody into art can be. Especially, I mean, with that kind of timing, you're getting in right as the kills come through and you spawn everybody out. Because, yeah, maybe they could have collapsed on it quicker, like you're right, but it's tough when you're spawning out bottom left side of the minimap and trying to retake on to B. Well, we'll see if LAG can now get it done on offense. They're probably a little flustered after that one. It was just, I don't know, pretty good outside of a 20 to 30 second elapse where they let things fall apart.
They're gonna get some progress done. They're just kind of waiting. Nobody catwalked. Skies is able to find one inside a connector, but Snoopy's just gonna go. But Skies locking it down with the AR. Finally a trade onto him. And well, Snoopy, he's gonna go. He's got 12 kills so far. He's double positive.
Yeah, he can hit another gear that can be absolutely disgusting in his bag right now. But we'll look at Cammy, who's trying to get the angle through the smoke. Shots in. Priest a little bit worried, but his teammate's just going to go ahead and push forward. Skies will hold for the angle onto Cammy. Purge, though, there with him on the flank. Doesn't see him at first, but then able to spot him in the corner. That's going to open things up for Cammy now to get into a better position. Purge is going to get loose into underground, but the A point is going to be done. You got 2 minutes to work with, basically even in lives, and now you need to try and do to them exactly what they just did to you.
Have a good chance so far to get forward. You see number 1 Priest, he's going to be the 1 player trying to take that route. I assume someone's going to pick it up, probably number 6 in Cammy. Yeah, he's going to spot it, so Awakening is going to back up, try to help him. The rest of Boston Breach is going to fight from the middle of the map, but as soon as the kill happens, make it 2. If he finds this kill, it could have been the round, but you can see where number 8 spawns. That's all due to Cammy.
You're not wrong. Yeah, he gets that kill, and that likely is the round, or a very similar scenario, at least to what we saw in the last one. But you don't lose arc control. You battle back out. You avoid that 3 or 4 down scenario. LAG, though, right back in fighting. Thankfully, you've got a good amount of time to still work with, but that now becomes a question as well. When you go 3 down like that, you got to think that's a solid like 20, 30 seconds where you're going to have to work back into position to fight on the point. So nice play from Purge, and then a multi from Snoopy. I went from saying you have a lot of time to you're not going to have like any. Well, they just haven't found a kill in a while.
Yeah, they may not have many lives. And Breach were playing a little conservative. They were just worried someone was hitting that pinch. But they were able to find that player. You do have Priest at number 1 just kind of lurking. You can see Awakening is just like watching it. You see number 8, he's just constantly turning around because I assume they're calling out names, sort of. We're just looking for Priest still. Where is he? Well, finally he's going to go. Stun going to hit, and I think with that spawn, they're going to know Priest is behind him.
And they deal with it again, able to shut that down, make sure no one can make a play on LAG. And Cammy, he's been lurking for what feels like forever. Finally, he's going to activate, and the fact he gets 2 there might seal the round. He is on 5 straight, only 6 lives remaining for LAG, just over 10 seconds to go. And it feels like as much as we were focusing on the other side of it, Priest, that Cammy was just here the entire time. This is your last chance. You've got 2 down. Maybe you make a play. Purge, nice little snap onto the second player. Damage in will be enough as his teammates get the kills and close it out. Fist bumps up. Boston Breach up big in the control.
Yeah, we were so focused really on arc control, but it honestly didn't matter because Breach they didn't die on their side of the map either, right? They had multiple players middle of the map, were pushed up in the attacking spawn. Great defense there for Breach.
Yeah, it was the same thing on the other side. Cammy, I don't think he moved for what felt like 30 seconds. He was just waiting.
The one chance where you had a 2 dead, Priest on the pinch. Cammy wins that gunfight, and they just restabilize.
A great series from Cammy still, and Snoopy's been making plays. Really, everybody's had a moment throughout this. Might feel fortunate to be tied 1-1. Well, actually, you probably feel you should be up 2-0, considering map 1 you should have closed out, or could have closed out. I was thinking more of LAG, near comeback in the surge, but you should have won map 1 if you're Breach. This one, you need to shut it down. I mean, it's been a story of kind of comeback potential for Gorillas. 1 you win, 1 you don't. Are they going to do that here in map 3 and make this a bit more interesting? It's got to start now with this defense, and it was a pretty solid defense outside of a couple mistakes. See if they can do better this time. Cammy quits on the fight a little bit too early, but able to recenter and take it as he's up to 17.
Yeah, finally you get some street control. That's Kiz running that AMS. He's going to get pushed up, and you're going to see now everybody spawning over towards Pool. Makes it easy for LAG to kind of read the map. How does Breach want to play this now?
Well, Kiz gets dropped instantly, so that's a big win from Cammy. Opens things up for you and opens the closer spawn up for you. Now you're trying to flood on towards the point. Awakening just dives on in. I think he's got 2 people staring at him. Snoopy trying to finesse on his side. Leads to a team kill for LAG, but still got numbers. Then Linz, well, he just centers on Cammy's forehead.
Yeah, the little hop just helped him out too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he doesn't get a headshot technically in the kill, but there were some headshots there. And that's all it looked like. And time just, God, this round disappeared. 15 seconds left because you just haven't been on the objective at all. Like, usually you're on A a bit, right? You're fighting, you get a tick or 2. Like, there's been nothing until, like, this point. I mean, it takes Snoopy triple to get you there.
It's still a 1 versus 1, right? It's just Snoopy. At least he's pausing the clock because he's still inside of A. But you see all of LAG, they are running at Snoopy, trying to deal with him. There is the trade, but Kiz just plays his life. He's up to 21, having a great game. Despite the fact they are down 2-0. This has been a masterclass so far, but Purge finds another triple. So a couple of triples have kept Breach alive.
Yep, Snoopy then Purge, just keeping you alive, barely alive. Trying to resuscitate their hearts with 2.2 seconds left. Snoopy, no miracle this time around. That will close out the round. I was gonna say, if he pops another triple, then all right, just give him the point at least. But that was, I mean, you didn't have quite shutout defense, you know, in their first defensive round, but it was pretty damn good. This time, they really, once they got that 3-4 down, it had them locked. I know they didn't hold them there long, but that's just like they had the ideal spawn. They had all the map control. By the time we start thinking about the clock, there's 20 seconds left.
It's just time. They weren't on the objective at all. It's so just difficult getting locked down. You have to jump off catwalk. try to re-enter lobby. You got ARs looking at you, just difficult to do. But it's all set up by LAG and, well, really by kids locking down the street, just forcing that pool spawn.
LAG, do they have another comeback in the cards? This is the test, though. Well, this into round 5 if they get this, but getting the offense will be the test. Kismet's been your fearless leader in this one, leading with 24. And he's just going to send it right through. Nice damage into Purge. He's just going to get shot from top R's. There's still somebody lurking there. He's hoping there's not, and he found an opening, but you almost go 3 for 1. Snoopy still stays alive and kind of keeps that early pressure onto B. You still have a chance here. I thought maybe they were going to stop committing once Snoopy got that kill, but the fact that you saw Priesta in this spot, you tried to. He has 9 HP. Just tried to not get knocked over by the wind. He finally does get dropped. Now the fight comes to the point. Purge and Cammy working the retake. Kismet trying to make some big plays. It's just...
Oh, there we go. The hits blows up a wiki in. Snoopy.
All right.
Second tick about to be done. The problem is no trophy. Boston's still going to have a spawner where they get some nades on it. Purge is pinching. Purge and Awakening going to find it. They just get there in time.
And I think somebody stepped off of it for like a second. When he went to peek inside, didn't he just get off it for a moment? I wonder if that would have been the difference just to capture it. I know you're trying to pick that up and catch the timing and somebody get a kill, but I swear they hopped out of the 2-stack for just a second. I wonder if that was the difference. Tough to criticize that in the moment, but when it ends up being that close. All right, well, you did some damage. At least the good thing is you were on that point for like a lot of it.
No, they were just right back to it. So yeah, time-wise, if they get a point, they're gonna have 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes when we see people go for B first, you know, like it's sort of a make or break. Like you might have losing the round because you don't have a lot of time left, but they did it efficiently in the lives department and the time department. Cammy trying to make a play though. Gonna rely on his teammates to step it up on the front line. But you got a minute 45 to go. Cammy's gonna get sniffed out. Minute 45 for 1 tick, and well, the problem is lives too, because you're up 6, and lives isn't like usually the conversation here, but...
I wish my hipfire worked like that.
Yeah, right?
Just straight to the head as well. Well, with only 1 tick, like this is an opportunity where if you're LAG, you really don't have to work the pinch or mid. What you can do is bully the player on art. If you get like 3 to 4 on it just right away, you might be able to just capture it so quickly.
Over in a couple seconds.
It doesn't matter.
Well, Snoopy takes the longest of routes, and he's going to find some freebies. Able to take out 2. Third might be damaged. He is, so Snoopy's route leads to 3.
No, that's all 4 dead.
And where that might have been a round that seals the game, you still have a fighting chance because you had so much time to work with, because you had a 6-life advantage. But that is exactly what you needed if you were breaching. You wanted to win this round.
Yeah,
like,
it's another moment where like LAG are just playing so passive. They're just waiting for a play to happen. The problem is nobody spots Snoopy. So he turns it into, well, you're trapped in your spawn again.
What was once 2 minutes, now down to 40 seconds, and we're into a 9 versus 9. Snoopy continues to eat. He's on 6 straight. The life advantage, now a distant memory. 116-10, now 7-9. Linzo able to get on the point, try to pause it. Not going to last very long because you still have 2 players art side. The only player up is going to be Priesta. Everybody else spawning out in Narnia. This is going to be maybe 2 rounds that look so good for LAG, and just 1 little blunder. Boston Breach are able to steal it away. It all comes down to this next push. Priesta trying to finesse, but your finesse time's kind of done. You've got to get going. You've got to activate. 10 seconds now to go. Somebody's got to get a body on it, but the entire street is locked down by Boston Breach. Hop on it with 6.3 left. They're able to back up the player in top art. Sky's able to take down 1. Snoopy staying up, getting damage in, winning a big one, and that may just seal it. Last person's got to dive on it. Priesta can't get there in the 2-minute defense, down 6 lives with only needing 1 tick. It's Breach that hold it, and I don't know whether to give props to Breach or be frustrated with LAG, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the last couple of maps, we kind of touched on the fact that they're able to clutch up and finally win a close game, and these last 2, like, there's just been some rounds in both Search and Destroy and Control where...
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a...
They're just trying to maybe just wait for someone to make a mistake on the side of Boston because, like, you know, Snoopy's going to take you out. Purge is a guy who likes to lurk, and maybe they're trying to punish that. The problem is they're just not catching the timings.
It's like they're being proactive, or they're being reactive instead of proactive sometimes, right? Like, instead of making the play, it's like, yeah, like they're waiting for something to happen to then make the play. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Like, they're being reactive instead of proactive. And I don't know if we're just this particular matchup we're noticing a lot, but it feels that way, right? Like,
I mean, they were literally
I'm sorry, like, do something.
There were 4 waiting on this, right? They're just trying to catch somebody, but it just didn't happen at all in that round. You did so much work at the B point early. You capture A. Just did not matter. And the problem is that you never get those players out of their spawn. That is what Boston did so well. The player in this position, time and time again, they did not get taken
God,
care of.
I swear somebody stepped off it for a second, bro. I swear they hopped in for like 2 seconds, and that would have been the difference in capping it. I'm also 40 now, so I could be fading out. I don't know if I can trust my eyes anymore.
You got a weird brain. I believe you.
Yeah. We'll hope that's the case, but we've had a couple of thrilling maps so far. I mean, even though this goes 3-1, still some insane rounds. But really, I mean, it's frustrated. I said I don't know if I'm more frustrated with LAG or like fired up at the plays. For Boston Breach, is like Snoopy's play was awesome, and that's what kind of pins them back. But yeah, I just don't know if that happens if you just are a little more proactive. Like you just gave, dude, that was a 20-second round.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we were here for a long time.
Because what was his first kill? His first, or not his first kill, I guess it would have been his second kill, but it was like, it was when he hip fired. That started with him hip fire cheese.
Yeah.
Mid. He then got a kill underground, went all the way out poolside, the long route around P2. He took the Supermax long one.
The Supermax.
I mean, it was a route, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they were just hoping to catch it. They just didn't. So I don't know who
you had
was
one
watching
person
what.
laying down that was watching like the, they were hoping probably Snoopy cheated and took a little bit shorter of a long route, I guess. But he took the long. And yeah, nobody had it picked up. It leads to 3. Another big play from Snoopy, but that one just felt like, I don't know, you just sort of let it happen.
Yeah, I have to feel like it should have been around 5, but doesn't matter. Boston Breach clutch on up after, allowing the clutch to happen in our map 1, and now we get to a red car hard point. This is kind of the problem now. You're getting to some maps. I mean, LG, they haven't even played this in a match, so this is a map where they're just trying to expand the map pool, put it in, maybe practice. They haven't loved red card, but they're just at the point now where they're trying everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you and the desk were saying they sort of look pretty good in the first 3. You need to hopefully win 3-0 or be up 2-1 maybe for LAG. That's not the case. You're not a 1-2 hold, and you get to some stuff that you're not as comfortable on. Hopefully, for them, it's been working out in scrims, but typically a team that's, 2-5 in the qualifier and, losing in the first round of losers, you don't have a whole lot that is working for you. But yeah, maybe throwing darts at the board, trying to get something going. Maybe it starts here. At times, we love what we've seen from this LAG team. They've had very winnable situations. I hoped after that, that clutch in the map 1, like, all right, here we go. This is the start of something new, right? We're not going to have those moments, but then it feels like we kind of had them in maps 2.
Yeah, and you're trying to see, just we're having these discussions. All it is like, what happened, right? What are we watching? How did maybe they get there?
Is it? I'm trying to think of the way to word this. Like, you all have to have a voice, right? But there still needs to be sort of a leader, right? Like someone that's like, let's do this sometimes. I know that's more in search than respawns, but sometimes someone needs to be the voice that's like, all right, guys, we gotta do this, right? Like, isn't there usually that voice?
What do you mean? Let's do what?
Like when they're about to try and capture the point, but they were just stagnant for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
someone has to be
let's just wait. Someone's saying let's wait.
Yeah, I'm saying someone needs to be, I guess, more aggressive with it. Or is it too many cooks in the kitchen? I think too many voices, too many opinions how to play the game. You think?
Well, I think it may be the opposite now. Maybe we're just trying to get under one. Like if someone says something, listen to it.
Yeah, that might be it.
But yeah, I mean, they're just trying to figure it out every single day. It is a frustrating thing as a player.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. We'll see if they can find the improvements here in the map 4. Linz had a monster map 1. I mean, yeah, several hard points where he bailed the team out or made a play late to help clutch up the game. They're going to need him here, but maybe a little bit more difficult to have the impact that he did in that map 1 now on a map like Red Card. You think?
I mean, we've seen some high impact subs. You just need a lot of time, and you have to hit some routes, right? Or I just think a Hydrant's how to take a booth. You just need your ARs to control the longer sight lines. They have to keep it mixy, because if it's not, it's so easy to just pick up on the pitch.
And just get in the blender.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than when you're trying to be the route guy, probably, and then you just
2 or 3
gets
dead,
picked up.
They're like, oh yeah, they're gonna watch this.
You take a 15-second round, you die. You take a 15-second round, you die. Snoopy has been a multi-killed demon, and he starts it off with 1, but still have a presence here if you are LAG, and they'll put the time to their favors. Cam really the one on the other side as he gets shut down. That'll be everybody now battling back to the point for Boston Breach. We'll see how they look to capitalize on this. Purge pick. And you saw all the purple arrows just turning. Everyone starts to panic as the first player drops. And you create a little bit of chaos here if you're Boston Breach.
Okay, starting to hit some of this time. You have P2 spawns. Well, Kemi's going to find a double. Well, he's going to find 3. He continues to have a great series. But they're already in position as P2 is going to pop. That means Persia's going to get this hill time. They have the back spawns. They know where LAG is coming from.
I think he was getting the wall bang in disguise too before I think Lens got him. He nearly had all 4. Skies with the clean headshot now. He'll try to send it forward. He's shooting. And you said the ARs, you're going to need a performance out of them. He sees that gunplay. He's like, okay, maybe not. He's got a little bit more cover to work with there. Tries to reposition, but repositions right to his teammates' bullets, unfortunately. As the team kill comes in, Snoopy pushes up off of that. Gets a little bit of help while both players do, so nobody in the hard point, at least for now. Awakening almost 2 there, but the slide comes in, shots of the pistol a little high.
Yeah, but Boston are going to take this because they flipped the map. Right, I think Priest goes on a bit of a route through the middle. And what ends up happening, you get some of these split spawns, these parallel spawns, and then they die. You can see 8 and 6 are already out here. Skies is already through, though, so fighting over P3 control. Fighting for mid-street. It was looking good for Breach, but now you're getting some kills from the ARs at LAG.
Well, you get the spawn in the back, but you don't want to get pinned back here. You're at least going to be able to reinforce it quickly, or are you? Never mind. The spawner's just going to get dropped instantly because you've got the front side control. Awakening trying to do it from the steps. He's using all the ammunition. He's gotten both guns, but not walking around with a kill. Still a stun and a trophy to use if they can get inside. His teammates trying to do it. Multi, though, from Skies and Lens. They both get 2, and now you've got exactly what you want. You got control. You got 5 in a row for Skies. You got them pinned in the back, and this has been a great stretch from LAG.
Yeah, this is where you have to take advantage of this. This is what they did not do in map number 1. It just felt like every time they were making the right play, it was this. It was 4 dead again.
Okay.
And now Boston to have a chance to get out, but, well, Skies is already going off. He's up to 12. Seen him already have a number of doubles in the kill feed. You still have a slight lead if you're LAG. You still have P4 control.
Well, you have 1 spawn out old. We'll see what Kiz opts to do. It looks like he's just going to wrap back and maybe kind of pick up a lobby, but he might be able to catch a player or 2. We'll see if they pick this up.
Well, I think they're worried because he spawned there. They're actually worried. That's why it took them so long. It took them 10 seconds to get in the hill because he spawns all the way back there. So they were just hesitant. They were checking all the corners.
Kiz finally going to activate. Nice shots there, but quickly traded. Now the gunfight's around the point. Well, you had a good position if you're LAG, then Big Wake shuts you down with a double. Battling in again is Boston Breach, and it's another chance for LA Gorillas. You think in an okay spot, and then things fall apart. The breaks have been there for Boston Breach.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the way these last couple of hills have gone. I mean, I think Breach is ecstatic. They're only down 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If LAG wants to be a better team, they have to take advantage of when they're doing the correct things, then finding that next set of kills and cashing in on time.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're getting outslayed by like 8. Basically even. You've lost rotation several times, but you've been able to break it instead. So I think you're absolutely right. You feel very thankful to still be in this game. But, I mean, the same can be said for, like, LAG in the map 1. Like, a couple Lens plays is the difference of them not being down 100. So both teams familiar with maybe getting blessed by the COD gods to stay alive in the fight. Another opportunity here to really turn this into time if you're LAG. They've got to their power spots. They've got the info. Lens, though, just shouldering gets dropped, and that's the first domino. Now here comes the onslaught from Boston Breach. Another pick from Awakening. Head start turning. It's another break for Boston Breach.
This is messy, man.
Yeah.
This is some messy COD that we are watching. Just both teams finding 3-4 dead in the feed. You're getting your setups, and then you're just dropping. That's why we have such a close game on our hands. That's why it's been such a close series.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I get it. Like, you're just shouldering for info, but it's still just COD.
You should not die there.
It's COD, you just get zapped. And you saw, like, Lens' reaction was like, all right, my bad. It's like, and sometimes that first kill is really just everything. You do get set up now for your next hard point, so you get back to lobby. So far, so good from LAG. Fighting back maybe after the frustrating break came in. Now do you get picked apart? Now you trade that out. You roll back into the hard point. Snoopy, though, is right inside ticket. Doesn't get a multi there at least. You shut that down because he's had a couple.
Well, this has been the best hold so far on the map has been this P1, and we've seen this from time to time. So LG is going to take all this time. You know Boston Breach thinking about P2. They want to try to get pushed out, though, right? When it comes to P3 or P2, P3s, you want to control the middle of the map. Have them spawn in those far corners. Both teams fighting for stairs control.
Yeah, we're on the battles inside, but it's the battles outside that are going to start to determine your next hard point. And, well, that really ends up going all the way at Boston Breach. Bit of a split, though. In for LAG. You'll have 2 pushing top, 2 spawn out bottom. You can see they've got the read if you're Boston Breach. It can happen here so often. One going to spawn in behind the bottom split. That'll be Awakening is trying to collapse on that. Will he get there in time? Nope, Priesta picks it up. He snaps, and Priesta's making some plays here.
Yeah, this is a chance. This is another opportunity for LAG. You have a 4 dead. You have them spawning in the back. There's 30, 40 seconds left. Can you capitalize on this chance?
It comes a little bit easier. You can focus on one side, but again, you just lose that opening gunfight. It feels like once you lose one, everything unravels from there, and that will be the result again. So battling back in for the final 20 seconds looks to be Boston Breach. You're going to end up rotating off of that if you are LAG. One spawns out in Narnia. That's going to be Kiz, I think, as he gets dropped. Kiz or Skies, one of them. Oh, Skies, sorry. This feels like if LAG can turn one of these into a really good hole, they could really open up a massive lead. I mean, the map plays like this sometimes, I get it, but...
No, it does, but I mean, there's been clear-cut opportunities. Like, rarely do we see 3-4 deads.
That as quick as they're happening.
As quick as they're happening, and then just, yeah, not taking the advantage of it. But here we go, here's another chance.
Another opportunity here. So far, so good. They haven't gotten Boston Breach to spawn in the back and pin him in there. They're still going to be holding from the back, trying to lock it down from the front. Carr going to help out Boston Breach and get bit. Smoke. Spook's to be thinking he has the angle, but he's going to get dropped. Cammy now, his turn, tucked away in the corner though, and able to win it will be Lens. This has turned into some significant time now. Now you've started to push open a decent lead. About to be up 60. And he might win this on rotation as well.
Well, those 2 players just spawned. Priest and Lindsay, they spawned right behind Kim. I think they did a little bless right there. They're hoping to have stage control and flip it, but it doesn't happen. Right, it's just kind of spawns all over the place. So you're kind of trading. Maybe bash spawns open up. Cammy's hoping he took the route to influence this. Instead, it's LAG with stage control.
Here you go, another entry that's going to be Purge. We'll see if they can capitalize off of that. Going to be a flurry of fights in and around stage. This time, maybe the first time that following sequence, LAG get all the kills. That is the difference for me. They haven't really been able to do that yet. And that's going to be a great moment, too, is to get them up over the 200-point mark. I don't know if I trust them to do it back-to-back times, but they did it once.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, like, this line is so one-sided where now when Boston's coming on back, they're just not winning these gunfights.
I mean, you're what, plus 8, 10, like 14, 15? You've been flying
really just the second set. I mean, the P1 is where they found a good amount of time. They've just been winning every single hill.
Well, think about it. They were plus 8, Joe, and it was like a 10-point game.
Yep.
Now they've like doubled that approximately, but it's a 100-point game. So yes, capitalizing on what they need to. I mean, basically exactly what we've been saying this entire time they're finally able to do, yeah? Now you just got to close it out. See if you can get it to that 5th and final map. There's one team will be having some heartbreak, but Boston Breach not quite done yet. Still looking to fight here. They get all this time. They're going to have to chain together 2 hard points. As messy as this has been, it seems unrealistic for them to really bring this back, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, Sky's going on a long route now, trying to set up this pinch. That player should spawn out. That's going to be Awakening. Does take his time, stays patient. The problem is now, because he dies in the spawns, it just, well, they re-pinch themselves. I'm pretty sure trying to do what he can.
Spawns pinching themselves, Joe. 20 away from the win now. Can't win it here, but can get damn close. Gorilla's really stepping up in the second set of rotations. Priesta can't keep the tracking on. Snoopy put him on skates a bit. It'll be traded and dropped, and now we get into our 3rd set back over to lobby. With just 15 needed for the win. We'll see if LAG can close it out on this hard point. Should have a chance to get in first if you are Boston, but looking for the kills and looking for the map control stage side will be LAG. As they now try to push forward towards the map, it's going to be Priest. They'll be first in the point. He's got a little bit of help there in the form of Lens. Lens turns it into 1. Now in the point. Chance to close it out now.
Yeah, they might just do it here. Such a better second half from LAG. They haven't played red card, but might be one of their go-tos now, the way they are looking. And Kids, by the way, he has been so good with like the AR in hand. He was doing it on Vault Control, led the way for the squad. Another 31 kills, 2 minutes, 11 seconds out of the hill time. My man's doing it all.
He absolutely is, but Skies with the headshot, that may close it out. One chance to contest, not gonna happen. They lock it down, close it out. LAG, win map 4. We hadn't seen it in official competition, but they get it done there. And now they go to map 5, a very familiar beast for either team. We'll see who can take the 5th and final map, but I know what you were liking from Kiz, but really it was just like, yeah, LAG getting themselves into good positions, just actually capitalizing on those positions. They were able to do it much better than the second set of rotations.
I mean, I think they outplayed like Boston majority of this map.
Oh yeah.
It's just finally that second set looked a lot cleaner. Finding that second set of kills, just not allowing Boston Breach to run into the hill, get 3 to 4 kills in a row, and just all their work out the window.
You outslated by 25 or something, ended up being 2. So
Skies had 23 assists, 4,500.
Yeah, no, he was shooting, and that started from the get-go, really. I mean, what was he, like 12-3 or something to kick it off? So he was absolutely shooting. You talked about the ARs, need to set it up, maybe help Lens make some plays. Well, Skies was doing that right off the bat. Then Kiz with AR in hand looks very good too. But yeah, damage-wise, I mean, Skies is ahead by a wide margin there. And you saw, I mean, he was getting so many headshots too. Just like his snap was on, his centering was on point, the shooting looking good. They take it by 100, so both hard points. You're able to take it for LAG, but now can you get it done in the Vault, Search, and Destroy? It'll come down to this for these two teams. Is both like Boston, looking to have their one of their best years after the rough one they had last year. LAG after the first qualifier, just looking to get started off on the right foot. It would just be tough if it starts with a map 5 loss.
Yeah, would for both of them, honestly.
Yeah, true. They're just both looking to improve, both looking to make some noise. Ready to do a quick break. When we get back, our first match will be decided by the map 5 on Vault.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
I'm gonna do my best not to break down right now. This game changed my life. I was an overweight 15-year-old kid who didn't feel like I had much purpose, and then this game, this community legitimately changed my life and gave me confidence and made me feel like someone. I have my family here today, so I can't think of a better way to say goodbye than on this stage in front of my family. They've made so many sacrifices for me. I mean, my dad was driving me to tournaments anywhere and everywhere. My mom, she flew to Chicago with me for my first ever tournament. And
do you agree with Smokes not being in Respawn?
I do personally, yeah.
You do personally?
I do too.
I think it would make the viewing experience worse. What did I just see on my screen? Who was that guy? Did you see that?
No.
What was that guy?
I don't know.
Welcome to the citizens over there on YouTube. There was some random guy, like, see how they have the quad box? Like, there was some random guy just like in the all 4 boxes, and he looked like he was going crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm dead. I'm dead. No way.
By self-revive?
Nope. Honestly, it works out. I'm starving. Krista calls these my old man ship. We're watching Jello. I eat a bunch of tacos. Did you win? How do I have the same amount of eliminations as you?
Yeah, that's some horseshit there. There's no way that's true.
Well, we got a little clip of, Joe and I playing zombies right into the 1v1 that decided things in our game 2. Priesta trying to dance, doesn't dance well enough. Snoopy gets the angle, catches him, and they will steal it. Avoid it from going to around 11, but now it comes down to this map 5. Both teams, I don't want to say in desperate need of a win, considering it's their first match really of Qualifier 2, but just where they're both at. I don't know, just get a good start here into the second qualifier, be important for both teams.
No, I mean, normally we say Boston, like, yeah, just after last year, like, they need
any win is good?
Is good, but no, honestly, they had such a good stage 1 where, you know, we're just hoping they keep that going, keep that consistency into the major. It's just their LAN performance is really what we're looking at for this Boston Breach lineup. But yeah, on the side of LAG, it's, yeah, can you start with a W?
Yeah, because you only beat, what, Vegas and Cloud9, at least in the first qualifier, and neither of those wins are really much to write home about. This would be your most impressive one over Boston if you were able to do it, and just maybe get forward onto a positive note. But we take a look at our map 5 metrics before we get into it, and pretty lopsided. You have not won one yet if you are LAG, so...
Yeah, I mean, listen, you win half of those, you're looking at like right around 50% of win-loss. It looks a little bit better. We're talking about it differently. I mean, you win all 4 of them. You're having a heck of a year.
You say 2-2 would be right around 50%.
No, 50% win-loss.
Oh,
like
you mean for the record? The record. Oh, I was
yes.
like, I thought you were talking for the search. I'm like, yeah, Joe.
No, I know
good
that.
breakdown there.
I know that is 50%. I'm more mean their overall record.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Overall.
Yeah, no, because you'd be out to what, 4-3? Instead of the 2-5 record you had starting in losers. I mean, the big thing, yeah, you'd be 4-3 starting in winners probably. Yeah, well, you would be if you were able to win 2 of those. But we'll see. They've had the negative ice in the map 5s. Has LAG on the other side. Pretty good. 4-3 for Boston. You've played a ton of them, and that's just been. Listen, I know we didn't see as many once you got to LAN. Like, people were getting smoked, at least at the start of the LAN. But we had, I mean, bro, you talk about so many teams that were in the game 5s. Like, whether it was, I mean, Heretics had 1 billion.
Carolina.
Boston, Carolina, like a ton of teams had 1 billion. Rocker had 1 million. Like, there were so many game 5s in the online portion of this. I'm not surprised we're going to be back here. But it's not about how you get to the map 5. It's just who's going to take the map 5. Seems like, I don't know, both teams chatting through with coaching staff. Whatever it is they get prepped and ready to go. Seems like Priest and Sky's been talking back and forth a little bit. Fist bumps going out for Boston Breach. So I think it's about to be go time.
Or is it?
I'm hoping it is. There we go. I was about to say, like, they had their little break.
Well, I saw Skies get up. I got no.
Yeah, no, so did I. I was like, oh, God, is there a problem? Let's not have a problem. Purge in game 5, a big part of why they're probably 4-3. He's at a 1.23 in game 5s. He's certainly been the guy that's been icing it up.
Yeah, I mean, opening dual win percentage as well. Like, that's massive, right? That's someone who's playing with confidence. When you're right around 60%, you will take that all day long. But here's how we got here. It was a 2-point Hacienda Hardpoint. A great comeback by LAG. And what, 2 and 3 the other way of Boston Breach. So Breach looking for a 2-3-5 W.
See if they can do it, or if the Hardpoint magic will get Gorillas through this series, but you gotta win the map 5. And we know Vault, well, we're gonna see a lot of A plans.
I'm saying we're going A.
And it's gonna be heavily about these 4-on-4 retakes more often than not. This is a little bit of a delayed push, and it looks like they're actually taking towards being the round 1.
Yeah, Priest has to stay alive here. So he's gonna get that info. And he's just going to back all the way up. There's one player trying to enter Art, and he does under him. Does he not know? This should be a problem. Purge gets so aggressive again. He's played with confidence in these game 5s. Another chance here.
And he's probably going to activate right after Priesta gets that kill. So Priesta should get dropped. and he will right after it. Now to Purge to make a play, and maybe make all of the plays.
And then Tammy just like lurks all the way
Nice
around.
shots.
So yeah, I mean, you just get the picks though if you are LAG. Then you've had a couple of players in some great positions. Tammy now 1 versus 2, trying to clutch the round. Has no idea if they're on it, so he has to check under. And well, when he tries to reposition, Skies is there.
They'll get our first retake. And well, I don't know if we'll see any more B plants, but we saw one to start it off, kind of a delayed setup from Boston Breach.
And I
Just
think
wait,
like
what, 30 or so
Awakening,
seconds and activate.
that's just sort of a communication thing there. Like Awakening, you feel like he shouldn't be open to getting shot from Art. Tries to reposition. Maybe he's just thinking nobody's there, or Purge is up top looking at his minimap, whatever it is. He gets picked first, and yeah, I mean, Purge goes, but then someone else dies.
It shouldn't just be free like that. Like,
No.
If anything, it's a gunfight and he's ego challenging it, but or just crouch behind the block. Like you can win that fight. But he's just laying there and gets dropped for free. And then Skies won a big one too, because I think he had a AR versus sub after what Purge challenged the second fight. I don't think Purge was too weak. I don't think he was weak at all. And Skies just nice close range gunfight win. He's still shooting, well, still shooting cars apparently. His Awakening's frustrations continue in this map 5, whether it's getting first blooded in the last round or first blood in this one with a car.
And Snoopy goes inside A, so he was able to stop the player and trying to go for that plan.
Oh my, Cammy's shooting again. I'm winning some gunfights. I don't understand him winning.
Yeah, AR's showing out right now. A 1 versus 2 for Priesta. Feel like we've been here before.
Yeah, he was 1v something 100 times. I was hoping he just didn't dive onto his own nade.
Got the bomb though, that's what he needed.
Oh, and got the info too. Checking his corners.
Now, where did they go?
Yeah, I was going to say, just get this down immediately. If you think they rewrap, just plan as quick as you can.
They're going to be right back here, too.
Yep. I mean, it's not a whole lot of ground to cover. He's able to get away, though. Doesn't get spotted. It's another guessing game for Boston Breach. They're going to hop on it instantly, though. Instantly. And Priesta just tucks away. We've seen players do this so often, though. This time you're going to get caught. It's insta-hop, and I like that. I mean, how many times do we see players get away with that, whether it's at the Major or in Qualifier 1, where they just sat, didn't check for 20 straight seconds?
Well, it was just so fast, right? I mean, Priest is thinking they're going to take a little bit longer, but they run a lap through Vault. So, yeah, as Priest was chasing them, they're already through lobby, going up top cat. They drop back pool again. They hit Vault, and, well, they just go right out to the B site.
Yep. Maybe he's checking another second or two, but it didn't matter at that point. So 1-1 now. And this looks identical to the setup we saw in their first offense. And I don't know if this is going to be a passive hit towards B again, or this is just their opening kind of default they like, and we'll see how they activate based off information their players are able to get. But it's identical.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to wait on a pinch, whatever it is. Like, catch that player. Trying to send a long route, but yeah, they're just taking it slow early. Now they're going to go. Minute still on the clock, so no hurry. They almost catch Lens. He is so weak. He's lucky no nade follows that up, and there's the A plant.
Pick from Priesta, though. Given advantage now in the retake. They can take this 4-on-3. Out of the play for a moment will be Cammy. They were able to retake it successfully behind the first blood on B. Can they do it now on A? Cammy was out of the play until he wasn't. Now getting involved. He's got players everywhere, like to his right, left, bottom, center. Can call out everything to his teammates, but it's now on Purge and Snoopy. Try and clutch up. Now all on Snoopy. 1 versus 4. Not going to happen. Another great retake here from LAG. So far, make it look easy at both sides.
Yeah, I think Cammy just is like, there, I see them all. Which one do I shoot at?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw the guy. I don't know if you ever saw the guy on his right, but he definitely saw everybody else, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just like almost overstimulated, like which target to pick, and then he just gets team shot. So LAG just stays so, well, they just stay patient. They know, all right, they're down a man. Someone's going to try to take your route. That player was Cammy.
Yeah, there were just so many.
Find it.
He gets a little luckier. He could have had the freest of kills multiple times, but and I mean, it almost was perfect, but too many targets in front and one lurking to his right. Awakening, he's had some real rough times early in these rounds. We'll see if Awakening can maybe find some success in this one. Kind of your more standard setup out towards an A plan is you take full pull control in P2. And
well, last time through, it was sort of Snoopy who got inside the bomb site and won the gunfight, so they're hesitant to go inside of A, and well, Snoopy's there again.
We'll pop out and show it now. Snoopy's POV is He's already showed he is the dance master. There's 1v1 with Priesta. He's keeping it moving here.
Oh, yeah, he could do the salsa.
Yeah. Both teams kind of, you know, we'll sometimes see these just like insta plants A. It has been definitely more of a slower setup. Make people anxious, get info, look to activate. Lynn's now lurking forward. Well, he sees the stun there. And now he's going to go, and he's got everybody in front of him. Unfortunately, not able to drop anybody, not really get much damage in. Skies, though, gets one, able to finesse, snap back, can't deal with Awakening, and Awakening had the struggles early on, finally able to get going in that 4th round.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to have to challenge Snoopy early, like, and earn the trade, because you can see that every single time he's in there, I mean, then another player gets there to help him out, so Linz can't pinch. So we'll see how LAG switch it up.
Yeah, I mean, defenses right now, whether it's been retakes or just stopping the bomb plant, we're seeing a Vault evolve, Joe.
We are.
At least until the next fall. Boston Breach, right up the gut. Here's the plant now on.
This might be the most B plants you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, we're setting a record here. In this map 5, cars blowing up, plant in for free this time. No early pick onto Awakening, so able to back it up and get to your spots now.
Look at the map, right? There's nobody B Street. Breach is like, they had one player check it to make sure there wasn't a ninja defuse. Then everyone else is playing inside a lobby. Now you have Awakening all the way in the back to just check it from spawn. He's gonna get flanked, so into a 2-on-2, 20 seconds to go.
Tough gunfight for Skies, all on Kiz. As you said, 20 seconds to work with. So much to clear. And yeah, by the time he takes this route, well, not gonna matter. Snoopy wins the whole fight.
Heck of a round there for Breach. Just, yeah, great heads up play. The way they're playing B. Giving up the street, not getting picked from Art. Playing from inside lobby.
That's what, 2 out of 3 rounds now. They've taken it over to B. We'll see if that continues to be the trend for this Boston Breach team. Stay hydrated, everybody.
That's probably your #1 tip of life, huh? 4 years?
Dude, I drink too much water sometimes. Like, I think there's a lot of people who have trouble with, like, drinking enough water. I'm the opposite. I love water. I drink too much water. I just love it. I love it. That's all I drink. I love me some agua. To round 6. Now we'll see if LAG can answer back with the offensive round win. Lynn's still looking to get his first.
Yeah, they had to go early. They do. They are going to get the bomb plant, but guess who's here? It is Persian Snoopy. They're going to try to fight early. The nade, the trophy was down, but another first blood. And this SMG duo is saying, A bomb side is ours.
This is our hole. If you come into our hole, you shall be punished. All it's guys to try and clutch up. Not going to happen. No time to do it. Round is over. Boston Breach is fired up.
Yeah, there's a life lesson there. Always ask for permission.
That is true, Joe. But no, they've been dominating. And now you're just like, they're scared. They're scared to try and make a play there. Purge and Snoopy just looking too strong. Purge looks like he's ready to take a nap.
He's hanging out.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's been Mr. Map 5.
Yeah, there he is. Now he's ready.
He's got a nice little stash going on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never a doubt. Nameless. Never a doubt.
Not over yet, buddy.
Yeah, Giga Wake's frying, bro. Wait till he activates. 4-2 to Breach. Now this time, you know, they've been doing these slow pushes. This time it's right into A. Kind of your standard is get in, get it planted. We've dominated this part of the map. Let's dominate on both sides of the ball. 3 straight for Purge, and if Snoopy can dance, so can Purge. LAG, they got to get going. Time is dwindling. Priesta still out in no man's land. He's going to have to go, but waiting for his teammates to get the fights. They're able to clear out the trophy. Now the utility's going to come in. They'll see if they can connect on the Purge. Not able to do it. And there's 20 seconds left. You got to get going. Priest is going to get dropped. He was the odd man on the other side of the map. The rest going to swarm on in. We'll see if the trades can go in their favor. Purge says no. Purge Daddy still is here. Purge gets a triple. Purge is my hero.
I mean, that bomb set is insane, but maybe the key is Cammy lurking, right? He's done a number of rounds. The problem is in the past, they've been down a man. This time it's a 4 versus 4. Well, he's going to get the first kill street side. That pretty much gives them the heads up. Hey, I have the middle of the map. You see number 6, so just worry about your pool. Purge does it. He's got a little bit of help. It does come down to a 1 versus 1, but he's healthy boy, and well, he shuts it down.
Yeah, he's up to 6 straight, and we showed the stat. He had a 1.2 or so in their map 5s. Well, he's keeping it going here. 6 straight, 8-3, a round away from the dub, and they've just played kind of like bully ball. I have bullied the A site.
Well, their offense has been great, right? Because they've again played slow, had some B hits that allows that A hit, but yeah, in terms of defense, yeah, bully ball.
Yeah.
They're forcing LEG to have to go B.
Well, you got a first blood finally. You desperately needed one. Then it kind of slips away from you. Awakening, who hasn't had the best map, but he's got 2 in this round. And, well, big part of why they're obviously into this 2 versus 2 after not having the first blood. So we slow down here for a second. Priest and Kiz up against Purge and Awakening. Got to feel pretty good about Boston Breach's chances with the way Purge has been playing on this particular map. Pressured LAG, though, to get this bomb down.
Yeah, Breach are very split, though. Well, it may not matter. Purge, he's got both weapons. He says, I can do it all right now. Put some shots in, get a reposition, gives the info over to Awakening. Awakening, though, staying patient, right? They could rotate back towards B.
That's what they call Purge, Mr. Do-It-All.
I like it.
Yeah, he's going to get both kills here. 8 streak for the dub, Joe. Watch. He's like, this is my hole. What's up? 1. Finesse. 2. What'd I tell you? Bang. Bang! Bang! 40 and phenomenal. Just seeing the future, Joe. 8 spree for Purge.
One man's been taking the spice.
The guy's incredible. Incredible. As they will win the map 5, and yeah, you get out to 5-3 now on one side for LAG. You are 0-5 in map 5s. You've had no magic. All your ice is melted. You're